Hello, 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 and welcome to the Magnificent Abundance Manifester. So, as promised, this is a live on resilience, and it's been a little while, I haven't been live with you, so let me get a little bit warmed up and let's get started. First of all, what is resilience and why am I talking about this? Well, resilience is the ability to maintain your focus despite what's happening in your life. Let's say you have a goal and you really want to see it happening. So whether it's a financial goal, a career, love, or whatever goal you have in your life, and you take these steps, and yet things are not going the way you want. It's hard, it's difficult, you have many challenges, you don't know what's going to happen, there is a lot of uncertainty. And being resilient means that you are ready to take these tiny baby steps, which sometimes I call them micro step even, and do it one step at a time, even though what you're doing might not be successful. And this is oftentimes what a lot of people will stumble upon and will get really challenged by and will sometimes give up, whether it's a business project or anything. And why do they give up? They don't have resilience. So if this is something that you've experienced, what's happening is during that moment you feel very weakened, discouraged, and that is usually happening in your body at your core level, which is in your solar plexus. And when I work with my clients and I help them to build up their core and to build resilience, oftentimes what I see is that they have a very weak core, which is their sense of identity has been bruised and damaged, or they were not allowed to develop that as a child because they were either very sheltered or they didn't have the freedom to go out in the world and experience the way they could have, and the support was not there. So they kind of tried to do their best, and however, there's been some instances where there is a lot of I wouldn't say flaws, but there are a lot of instances where they were not able to develop that sense of self-belief, and therefore the resilience is not happening. So I was thinking about this topic today, and I was like, I'm going to talk about this because this is what is going to make someone either successful or just change their mind and give up. And how do you hold on to your vision, to the faith, when things are not going right? And this is when you need the healing and support so that you can take it and yet go through it. For example, what I've experienced with my clients, but also my personal experience, is if you have a cluttered solar plexus, because of a lot of things that happen in your childhood where you got, let's call it, you got bruised, you got attacked, or you didn't get the support you needed. So there is a lot of stuff happening that makes you feel very tired quickly, and you don't have the strength to keep going. Oftentimes there is a lot of people who also are experiencing depression, or at least if not the clinical depression, they feel depressed, they feel low. And what's happening is depression is a combination of unprocessed trauma and a lot of wounds that are not healed, and emotions that are not expressed. So this combination is very toxic and then lead you to a state of numbness or discouragement very quickly, instead of holding your vision and keep going. So there are two aspects that I am focusing on when I work on someone to help them build the resilience and flourish, and that I also had to heal within myself. Is one is the heart, because there is a very high correlation between the how chaotic your life might have been and the state of your heart. So if you keep experiencing challenges or drama in your life, that is basically mirroring a very deep wound in your at your heart level, and that's why you will attract the situations that have a low vibration. Like you will attract low vibe people, those who will want to take advantage of you, or will not be there to support you. And the more we heal the heart, the better quality of people will appear in your life. So that's one. And second, the solar plexus, as I said, is all of these attacks and sense of identity that has been violated and not respected. So when you start to heal that part of you, then you are going to be more focused, you're going to be more resilient, and no matter what's going on, you're going to feel stronger inside, more solid. And that is the, let's call it the shamanic approach of healing that part of you, to help you get to a stronger sense of self, so that you can keep going towards what you want and not be discouraged by the mistakes, the challenges, the failures even. And what is failure really is the fact that, well, you didn't get the outcome that you expected, you got something else, and that's why you feel that you didn't succeed, which, is something that is very painful. But at the same time, the more resilient you are, the more you're going to get used to bouncing back and learn from the experience and see it more as an experience than something that makes you feel small. Because the pain of the failure is how you feel about your abilities, your capabilities, about yourself. So as a result, if you are not comfortable with your sense of self and your identity, whatever thing you're going to do and you're going to fail at, you're going to feel like a loser, which is not true. It's just that there are some more things that you have to learn, some more things that you have to heal and keep going. But do you still have that strength to keep going? This is when you need to heal your core, you need to heal your solar plexus, and you need to make sure that these parts of you are addressed and taken care of, because that defines your resilience and how strong you're going to be in order to get where you want to be. So that was a little, let's say, specific, because I talked about, your energy points and your chakras. But in essence, if I had to summarize it in a very basic way, if you want to have an outcome, you need to have resilience. And how you have resilience, you keep practicing, but it's not enough. There is a part of you that is wounded, yet that you need to heal and address, so that you can handle situations differently. And if you've been experiencing trauma, no matter what they were, or if you haven't processed your emotions, there is a really high likelihood that you're going to feel very affected, and you are going to struggle to go through that phase of your life where things are not going the way you want, and yet you still keep going, and you get the support that you need in order to get to your outcome. Because yes, resilience is good. However, you need to have the expertise as well for those who can show you the way so that you can get to the outcome that you desire quicker. Of course, your intuition is always the best. So yes, you can refer to someone else's expertise, but you need to follow your inner guidance. You need to follow what feels right for you, because your intuition is your best friend. And nobody else can replace it. You can ask for advice, and oftentimes, because we have so little faith in our own capabilities, there is a chance that you would give your power away. What does it mean? It is you're going to trust someone else's words more than yours. You're going to trust someone else's belief more than yours because you believe that yours are not good enough. That's not healthy. You might make mistakes, but at least they are yours. And then it's about learning and building something solid so that when you check in with yourself, it feels good. Otherwise, you're becoming more numb to yourself, and then you are looking for outside sources to validate your feelings and to validate the path that you take. So, to finalize this, yes, build resilience, get support, get expertise, heal your core and your heart, and at the same time, be in tune with your intuition in order to take the next step in your life. Okay, so that was it for today, and I wanted to encourage you to keep going for what you desire and take it one step at a time. That's very important. Actually, by the way, recently I did some training on Facebook ads. It's been really interesting. So maybe some of you have seen my ad lately. So let me know if you have, because I have a very cool offer only for those who see the ad. Unfortunately, or fortunately for you. So, but then it was a lot of learning curve. It was quite challenging because it's a lot of little parts that you have to put together, and you might get it wrong and you have to start over again. But then the idea is not to put your value into the outcome, but more seeing it as a learning experience. It's not easy to do, but the more you do it, the more you're going to learn to detach from the outcome and the result, because if it's good, great. If it's not good, instead of feeling bad, you look at, well, what can I improve? But if it's been a long time that you've been on that road of trying and working, it can be exhausting. I agree with you. In that case, what do? Well, if you are too tired and exhausted and fed up, well, take time to rest. Whatever you need. It can be 24 hours, 48 hours, a week, a month, a year, 2 years, 5 years. Only you knows when, only you know, not knows, only you know when you're rested. And then you can get back on track and not feel bad about it, because that's what your body needed, your soul needed, and it's part of your journey. So, and your learning experience. So that was it for today. And if you have any question, don't hesitate. And of course, if you want to build that resilience, I can help you with this. So if you want to book a session, you can click the link that I'm going to put below or above. And I will be very happy to help you and change your life drastically, very quickly. Because when we heal this wounded part, magic happens, and then there is a shift in your energy, a transformation. Things that seemed challenging appear easier. Why? Because we address the wooden part of you that couldn't deal with reality, that couldn't deal with that part that made you feel really bad. So when we heal that part, then life becomes easier, sweeter, and everything is more flowing. Okay? So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you and wish you happy manifesting. Bye. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, share, like and put a comment under the video. Bye and happy manifesting!